What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here, bringing you another Kaijudo deck profile. Today we have Nature, Water, Darkness, Control. It's pretty much the same deck. If you guys saw CVH's profile of his Water Darkness, it's pretty much the same deck, but
a 10-card Nature section.
With a 10-card Nature section. So we're going to get right into it.
We run the same ratios because we think alike, because we're a team.
Yep. I actually built this the night prior, and he had his built, and then we looked at them, and they're pretty much the same deck. So, to start it off, Nature.
I convinced him of a few different ratios though, which is cool.
Yeah. 3 Essence Elf. Oh, it's so good. If Duel Masters had this, it would have been such a good game. Like, I mean, it already was.
It still was a good game.
I'm saying that this would have made Fire Nature Rush so much better. Not that it already wasn't amazing.
Yeah, I'd be pissed off.
But Essence Elf giving all your creatures plus 1,000 power, all of your other creatures.
I don't think we need 5,000 power Gontas anytime soon, for real.
I mean, but this thing can be broken. Get yourself over those Frogzookas with the right cards and makes the god bigger and harder to get rid of. It's just really, really useful. Makes Seneschal,
No,
whatever, Seneschal. Makes Seneschal bigger so you can kill other stuff easier. It's just a really, really good card. Really, really good. And the whole reason I'm kind of running Nature. And then also, 3 Bronze Arm Tribes let you get up to your Zagaans quicker. It's 4th turn now, not 3rd turn like in Duel Masters.
He was running only 2 Bronze Arm Tribes
Sprout.
Can you believe it?
I stopped running Sprout because I realized how trashy it was.
Late game was just awful.
Yeah.
And a 2-suit deck can get away with it.
You only want it on the 2nd turn, and even then it's not ideal.
Or in the shield, just in case, you know.
Not even. Like, Sprout the shields.
It's better than
when
nothing.
It's your last shield and you're relying on the trigger. Fuck Sprout. Bronze Arm Tribe all the way.
Bronze Arm ain't going to help in last shield either.
Yeah. But, I mean, Bronze Arm Tribe, 4 mana, 1,000 power. Is basically your Wind Axe up to Twin Cannon, kind of same deal, except you're Bronze Arming up to Zagaan now.
Which is cool.
Which is very cool. Lets you get that Zagaan out 1 turn earlier, hopefully before they have an answer, and it lets you beat Terra Pit by 2 turns instead of 1. So
giving you an opportunity to go in.
Exactly. My 1 nature finisher that I'm running is Roaming Bloodmane. He pretty much has unblockable at the current. He can't be blocked by creatures that
less power than him, so
but they have less power. So anything that has 5,000 or less power, which is every blocker in the game currently, unless it's a Frogzooka powered up by Essence Elf.
Yeah, when Mighty Shouter comes out, you're probably going to have a... Yeah. You know, it's probably going to be really good for this deck.
Going to replace this guy with Mighty Shouters probably, but running 1 right now, it works out really well. Lets you kill stuff and avoid blockers, so that way you don't have to worry about eliminating threats on the field. So, really good. I like 1. I don't need any more than that, because he's kind of weak. He's only got 6,000 power.
And he's kind of big, too.
Yeah.
It's easy to play Zagaan.
Yeah, Zagaan is the better finisher, by far. As far as nature kill, we've got 2 Root Traps, which is the Natural Snare, for 7 mana, and 1 Return to the Soil, which is a Natural Snare, but costs 3 mana less, and you can only target level 4 or lowers.
Still pretty good.
So, but yeah, still very good. I'm running Bone Blast, what is it?
Bone Blades.
Bone Blades, which is the same thing as this, but it just kills it instead. So
yeah, but the extra 4 mana spell is good against aggressive things.
But this basically, running Root Traps is basically extra pits for me, and seeing as how crucial pit is right now, it's so hard to get rid of finishers in this game currently that the extra removal really helps. And
that's
another sole reason I'm running Nature.
Yeah, more triggers in my deck. More blasts, I mean. My bad.
Moving on to water, we've got the water draw cards, the 3 Seneschal, 3 Hydro Spy, 3 Spy Mission. Spy Mission is your Brain Serum, Hydro Spy is your Weaker Hulkus, and Seneschal is just, especially paired with Essence Elf, he just lets you kill stuff and draw cards. So, really, really good. All that draw power is really necessary. I think your deck was 40.
Yeah, mine's 40.
The Blurple deck was 40, and this one is 44. So,
yeah. So,
like, the extra draw power here is better. It's not like I have to worry about drawing my deck out or drawing more draw cards because I'm running a bigger deck, but still good. Took CVH's advice and went for this ratio of blockers: 2 Frogzooka, 3 Reef-Eye. Frogzooka is really, really good, but his 5,000 power, like, this 3,000 power is going to stop everything that Frogzooka is going to stop for the most part.
Stops the Seneschals, the Slayers, the Essence Elf by himself.
It stops all that, and really, I mean, Frogzooka's going to be just as good as a Reef-Eye against finishers, so that's why I went for 2 and 3. Just really good. Good blockers. And the early turn is necessary against rush decks, more aggressive decks.
And Blaze Belcher is not going to be happy.
Yeah. And then to round out water, we've got 1 Ice Blade, which is your Spiral Gate for level 4 lowers, and 1 teleport, which lets you bounce anything and draw a card. Only running 1 of each. I was thinking about going to 2 teleports, but I kind of like the 1 Ice Blade just for against aggressive decks or just kind of spot removal for early game.
The only really difference between your deck and my deck is that you run nature, so I can afford to go up like another plus copy of
all the stuff that I'm running. 1 less
things,
of.
yeah. Couple tech choices.
Those are the techs for water. I like them. Teleport's really good. I'd run more, but I don't have the room for it. And I was thinking about doing a Return of Soil over, or teleport over the Return of Soil, but I kind of like Return of Soil just because it removes it and it's a shield blast. So, and that's the water section.
Yeah, it's easy to have like a bunch of 1-ofs right now because like all the decks are pretty much even, and it's just like playing stuff at the right time, like what's best for the situation.
Exactly. Moving on to darkness, 2 Skeeters and a Dream Pirate.
Yeah, another CVH ratio.
Yeah, this is
actually I borrowed that from Spencer Swan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Christian advised me on this Dream Pirate. It's like a Marrow Ooze, but worse, but better.
No, better. It's better.
It's better, but worse.
It's better in control.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. I can explain it. It's 3 for 3,000, and whenever it attacks, it dies. Whereas Marrow Ooze could actually attack creatures and still live.
Even though it was 1,000 power.
If it was powered up by like a Shadow Moon or something, it could live and all that. But Dream Pirate dies whenever it attacks. However, it is a 3 for 3,000 and can block stuff and not die.
They can kill Seneschals and Slayers in a pinch, or you know, in essence of, and it's good for those game pushes.
And it can just it can be a random last swinger if need be. So pretty good. And I'm running 2 Skeeter because I'm running 3 Reef-Eyes. So the ratio was switched from I was doing 3 Frogzookas and 2 Reef-Eyes. I was running 3 Skeeters, but switched it around a little bit, changed it up, put a Dream Pirate in there, and we're looking good on blockers. Next, 2 Skullcutter. Slayer's just so good right now. I mean, it's such an easy way to get rid of a finisher, seeing as how you only have pits and snares really to get rid of, or pits and root traps to get rid of major finishers. So Skullcutter just adds that little bit of safety. Always makes the opponent think about swinging when you've got one out there, because you can just remove their blockers and just swing in at them. It's very, very hard to predict and very hard to get around and deal with without losing. I mean, you're going to lose something if you kill this, so. And he's good bait for those bone blades and all that. Next, Fumes. Fumes. Fumes.
Fumes.
The only discard in the game. You saw it in CVH's Blurple. It's not the best, but it'll do for now because it's all we have, and discard is always a good thing. Any sort of disruption in the hand is always going to be welcome.
They balance the shit out of Locomotive, right?
Especially when it comes with a pretty hefty body. Like 2,000 power is really good right now, just because everything else has 2,000 power.
And you have Essence Elves.
So the things with 1,000 power don't get off too easy, like Hydra Spine and all that. It's really hard to do stuff with them and Bronze Arm Tribes. So Fumes with 2,000 power is really, really welcome. So, and the discard's always nice. Next, for the finishers, 2 Zagaan. You know it, it's 6 or 7,000. Cheapest, most effective finisher in the game currently. And 2 RazorKinder. He's a body that kills something, which is awesome. Like I said back with CVH's deck, it's so hard to play 2 cards this game in the same turn, 2 useful cards that actually do stuff, because you got to be at like 8-9 mana to be able to kind of do those plays. And RazorKinder kind of hits, or is a stone for both of those birds.
A stone for both of those birds.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Manny Fresh sayings, Gorby will get that. But kill something and he provides a body for 4,000 power. It's actually really hard to get rid of, because you can't get them with all the weaker spells, and you kind of have to pit them, and then that 4,000 power is really hard to deal with.
You're at 9 minutes. Stop talking about the same cards.
And to finish it off, 3 Bone Blades, 3 Terrapits.
Derp, Darkness Stables.
Excellent Shield Blast. It's just, I mean, almost standard right now. It is standard right now. If you're running Darkness, you're running 3 of each. You have to.
Yeah, unless you only bought like 2 battle decks, in which case you're running 2 Terrapits, but still, you know.
Still, yep, it's good. So yeah, that's the deck. Nature, Water Dark Control. For those of you who remember back in the early days of our channel, CVH profile.
Yeah, I built a bad version because I thought it was better than it was at the time. And it was good back before, I don't know.
Yep. But this is the nature Water Darkness Control of its time, and
One
Next time
Piece deck box, Droid, Razor, Max. You know how it is. Earth Power's a thug.
Oh yeah.
This Billabong shirt.
Virginia Beach all the way.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Let us know what you think. If you have any fixes, any thoughts, ideas, why we're running some cards, why we're not running some of the other cards.
Yep, love to hear it.
Some of the other, like, 2 or 3 cards that are in these sieves. But, yep, leave your comments below. Leave a like. Check out the social links below. And hopefully YouTube. We'll see you next time.
Hopefully.
Peach.